good evening, and welcome to episode number 24 of the Roar Rundown Sports Podcast. I'm Chris Gay, joined by the one and only Jeremiah Turner. Thank you so much for tuning in. So we'll go ahead and jump right into what we're going to be talking about this week. And actually, before I forget, and I haven't told you this yet, but our podcast, which has been going on since August, won two first place awards at the Arkansas College Media Association Award, which was held in Walker Conference here at Ouachita on Friday. And yeah, I was shocked because UCA, A-State, Arkansas Little Rock, and Harding, they all came, and they all were. It was looking like they were going to sweep a lot of the different awards, and I was surprised that I won ahead of some bigger colleges. So I was like, oh, shoot, okay, that's awesome. So, but yeah, and I guess wouldn't be able to do it without you guys.
Hey, man, that's awesome. Like you said, I didn't know till just now, man. That's what's up.
Yeah,
we appreciate you and everybody that works with us that gets this podcast done.
Yeah,
thank you so much, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, well, this is truly an award-winning podcast, so you are watching something special.
There we go.
All right, so we'll go ahead and get started with some women's tennis. So Ouachita didn't do so well in women's tennis. They lost 2-5 this past Tuesday at home to Southern Arkansas. Now, Southern Arkansas was ranked number 11 in the country, so they did put up a fair fight. Davalos and Telescu earned the lone doubles victory, and then Calderova and Telescu again earned singles victories. And then Ouachita track and field. So this weekend was really all about track and field. And so not only did Ouachita, both men and women's teams, they competed in the Carl Knight Invitational at Stephen F. Austin University, but they also competed in the Laverne Leopard Distance Carnival in Laverne, California, and then the Azusa Pacific Brian Clay Invitational in Azusa, California. I don't know when the last time we've been out to California for a meet of any kind, but they did pretty well there too. But we'll get started with the Carl Knight. There were a lot of runners that had a fantastic weekend. So this was Thursday through Saturday. And Anna Woolsey, she set a school record in the 400-meter, placing 5th and breaking her personal record by almost 2 seconds. Lainey White, she set a new school record in the heptathlon. There we go. All right. I had never seen that word before when I typed it in. But she had a score of 4,009 points. That's a lot. Yeah. But she only placed 7th and finished broke her record that she set last year by over 500 points. Then some other top 10 finishers. Lainey White placed 10th in the 400-meter hurdles. Elise Knight placed 5th in the 3,000-meter steeplechase. J.C. McGregor placed 9th in the 800-meter. Lucy Holden placed 10th in the 1,500-meter. Sarah Holman placed 10th in the 5,000-meter. Brinley Leonard placed 10th in the shot put. And the 4x400-meter relay team of Lainey White, J.C. McGregor, Belle Lindsay, and Anna Woolsey placed 5th, and the 4x100-meter relay team of Adriana Gray, Belle Lindsay, Anna Woolsey, and Rachel Dunn placed 7th. So, frankly, Anna Woolsey seemed like she was pretty busy this weekend. Now, again, and the women's also competed in California. The men did not go to the Azusa Pacific meet, but the women went to both. So, only 2 went to the Laverne meet. And they competed against D1 and some ranked D2 runners, and they did pretty well. Caitlin Natchdegal hit OBU's first NCAA provisional mark of the season, and that basically means she qualifies to be in nationals or something like that. It was the same thing happened in cross country and in swimming, and we had multiple Tigers that also went as well. But she also set a new school record in the 3,000-meter steeplechase, finished 10th. And, of course, it is a provisional time, but it ranks first overall in the GAC this season, and she's doing that against D1 talent. That's pretty solid. And then Macy Cash finished 13th in the 3,000 steeplechase, following up Notch to Gall. Now, at the Azusa Pacific meet, 4 Lady Tigers went. Izzy Brose set a school record in the 1,500 meter, breaking her own record she set earlier this year. And it also ranks the fastest of the season in the Great American Conference. Mackenzie Davis set a new school record in the 5,000 meter, breaking her own record by 12 seconds and finishing in the top 20. Now for the men. So the men also had a pretty solid weekend. At the Carl Knight Invitational, Josh Tibbs set a new school and personal record in the 3,000 meter steeplechase and placed 5th. And then other finishers in top 10, Takavion Seals finished 5th in the 400 meter. Keegan Pointer finished 6th in the 800 meter. Jalen Pecho, I'm saying that right. Becco? Becho.
Maybe Becho.
Becho. I'm sorry, Jalen. Finished 7th in the 3,000 meter steeplechase. Dylan Dew finished 7th in the 1,500 meter and 8th in the 800 meter. And then Gabriel Greenwich finished 8th in the 1,500, and Noah Embry placed 9th in the 5,000 meter. Michael Ryman finished 10th in the pole vault, and the 4x400 relay squad of Seals, Cole Ship, Pointer, and Marcus McGee finished 5th. At Laverne, and again, they did not go to Azusa Pacific, but they did send 2 runners to Laverne. Whit Lawrence ran the 10,000 meter, 10K, otherwise known, and he broke the school record that was set back in 1987 by their current assistant coach, Pat Ponder.
Wow.
And by a whole 15 seconds, and finished 18th in the competition. And then Cade Swindle also finished in the top 30 in the 10K. But I guess as a coach, maybe it's a bittersweet moment because it's like, man, he broke my record, but is one of my runners that broke a record. I mean,
he trained the guy. So.
Yeah, and it's a record that's held since 87.
Right.
So, yeah. All right, so enough track and field. We're going to get into some softball. Softball, again, not particularly the best series this weekend, but they also played in Battle of the Ravine at Henderson State on Thursday, and this was after the Tuesday game. They were supposed to play Tuesday at Henderson. Then they were supposed to go to Jackson, Tennessee, Wednesday to play a doubleheader, and then they were going to come back and then play Friday and Saturday. It's like, what is wrong with the schedule? But thankfully for them and for their legs, rain came through. So they did play at Henderson State on Thursday. They would lose 1-3, and Aaron Williams was the only Ouachita player that recorded a run, which was a solo homer. And then she was supposed to have another home run until it was snagged at the last second at the wall, right before it went over the left field wall. So, but she also finished with a hit and obviously a hit and an RBI. Caitlin Province, 2 hits, a walk, a stolen base. Riley Gillis, 1 hit. Jordan Merritt, 1 hit, and Lauren Lester, 1 hit. Now, that may not have been the best offensive output by Ouachita this year, but again, they would lose in their series this weekend against Oklahoma Baptist, number 1 in the Great American Conference. It was a tall task, and they lost all 3 matchups. They lost 4-6 on Friday, 2-10, and 0-5 on Saturday. And I'll let you go over the stats for the Friday game because that was the best offensive game that Ouachita had against this team, just losing by 2 runs. But they had to claw back. Oklahoma Baptist hit a grand slam at one point, and they just had a huge lead on them. But we've had some players that step up that really don't usually do much, frankly.
Yeah, we had some players come through for us, and even in the loss, they still showed great promise. And I know that going into the next game or going into the next season, I think we got a lot of good talent that's going to be on this team. But in the 4-6 loss, Emily Reed had a homer, first of her career.
Yeah. And
1 hit, of course, and 3 RBIs. And Riley Gillis had 1 run, 2 hits, 1 RBI. Jordan Merritt had 1 run and 1 hit. And Remington Adams had 1 run, and it was a double. Lauren Lester had 2 hits as well. So that wraps up the stats for that game.
Yeah. Now baseball. Now they would win against Oklahoma Baptist 2-1. Their scores look the first game looks like a fairly low-scoring football game. Mm-hmm. So they would win 16-15 and 9-7 on Friday, and then they would lose 13-14 on Saturday. So in that 16-15 game, man, multiple. Points. How many home runs? I think 4.
At least 4.
2. Yeah, 4 home runs by all different players. I'll let you talk about that as well.
Yeah, we had some guys putting up some points, man, this weekend. We had Dustin Bermudez with one homer, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. And Michael Quinones had a homer as well, 2 runs to go along with that, and 1 hit, 4 RBIs. And Cade Barris, I think I said that right, 1 out. 1 homer as well, 2 runs, an RBI. Joseph Bolin had a homer as well, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Talon Heine.
Yeah. Dude, you got it.
I got it, man. There we go. Had 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a stolen base. Logan Bell also had a run, a hit, 2 RBIs as well. It's a lot of people on that board.
I know.
Man, making stuff shake. Like to see that.
Yeah, they needed that, but oh man, that I don't know if that's just either. I guess it's just really bad pitching by Oklahoma Baptist because how are you going to allow 16 runs in one game?
I mean,
but then they allow 15, so I don't know.
It's one of those like, I guess it's the battle of the OBUs.
Anything can happen. Yeah, I guess it's like in. Like football, if the final score is like 50-49, it's like there wasn't a lot of defense being played, but the offense was pretty dang good. But and then women's tennis again, like I said, they didn't have the best weekend. They would play on Saturday versus Harding, losing 1-6. Davalos and Telescu won the lone doubles match, but Calderova would win a singles match, and this would be her 6th straight win. So even though the team's not doing well, she's doing pretty well, and it seems like I've been talking about her all season long because her name's always coming up on the stat sheet. But yeah, she is. But we'll take a look at what's ahead for this week. So I actually didn't get to check. I will throw up an update. But there was women's tennis again today. It was their Battle of the Ravine matchup at Henderson State. It was at 1 p.m. And I'm obviously after 5 hours, it's probably over. And then men's tennis. They host Harding tomorrow. By the time this comes out, that will already be over at 2 p.m. And then they will play again on Wednesday. They're going to be traveling to Durant, Oklahoma to play Southeastern Oklahoma State. That will be at 2 p.m. Track and field, they go to Jonesboro, Arkansas, heading northeast to compete in the ASU Alumni Classic from Friday through Saturday. Then baseball hosts a series versus Southern Nazarene, 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. on Friday and 1 p.m. on Saturday. And then softball travel to Bethany, Oklahoma to also face the Crimson Storm. That'll be 3 p.m. on Friday, 12 and 2 on Saturday. And then women's tennis will host Fort Hays State at 2:30 on Saturday. So that will be it. But I did want to ask, obviously, you guys, and I asked you this right before we went on, but you guys have spring camp, and I guess, and you had said it's about to wrap up.
It is about to wrap up. This will be our last week of spring ball. You only get 15 practices in spring ball, too, so we've already completed 13. The 13th one was this past Saturday. We had our official purple and white spring game. I think it went very well for
I wish I would have gone.
Both sides of the ball. Just to throw a quick name out there, Brock Baker, you better be on the watch out for that guy.
I've been watching him.
He is a dog. He's a dog. He's playing behind an All-American this season, but
he's playing safety, right?
Yes, sir. He's playing behind a good safety for us, Josiah Johnson. But if he gets his time to shine in the game, I mean, he was all-conference, all-number-1 team GSC special teams player as a true freshman. Yeah. So, I mean, he's flying around making tackles. We know he can do it in-game, too, like in an actual defensive set, not just on kickoff. But, like I say, it's tough to get on the field when you're playing behind an All-American. But watch out. He had 2 picks this past Saturday.
Nice.
He gets a pick every scrimmage. We had 3 or 4 this spring. He got a pick in every one. and finished with 2 this last one. So, yeah, that guy's he's a player.
I know he can't cover you, though.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. I hope he sees this. Definitely not. He knows better.
Well,
yeah, it's been going great. We got 2 more practices to wrap up this week, more walkthrough style.
Yeah.
I'll take the pass off and kind of decompress, get ready for the season opener. So.
Well, yeah, and getting ready to play Southwest. Of course, that won't be until, September or something like that?
I think it is the first week of September.
Okay. But I know you guys opened the season last year at Southwest, and you guys will be opening this year in here at home. So I know you're pretty excited about that.
I actually scored my first collegiate touchdown against Southwest last year in the season opener. So I'm hoping to get him again.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. Now, is this like your last go-around? Or?
It is my last go-around. Yeah. This will be my 5th year. I graduated in December, so I mean I'm here to play ball and start a graduate degree as well. But it's a bittersweet feeling, bro. Like a lot of people be like, I'm ready for the spring to end. This fall. I'm like, man, the spring.
It's going by so fast. Yeah, I've been like, slow down a little bit.
Slow down, man. Cause that was my last really official spring practice this past Saturday, and it's a bit, like you said, a little bittersweet, man. I'm like, man, I don't know, but I am ready for the fall though. So
yeah. So are you walking in December or that next May?
I'll walk in May. Yeah, May 25. That's when I'll walk.
Gotcha. Nice. All right, man. Well, I'll be walking this May. So, but we're the 2 seniors in the group. But
I'll be here for a little longer.
Yeah. Hey, but y'all are gonna win us a GAC and national championship. That's my prediction.
Is most definitely the goal. I want 2 more before I get out of here. I got 1 ring, man. I want 2 more. 2 more to go with that 1. And really just start with the 1, though. Need to win the GAC. That's the most important thing, right? Well, the most important thing right now is Southwest, taking 1 game at a time. Yeah. But the ultimate goal is to try to win that GAC championship, then go as far as we can into the playoffs. And if that means we play in December, boy, I'd love it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Hey, and I do good with predictions because I picked Yale to beat Auburn, much to Kendall's chagrin.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yep, so I think I'm right about this one.
There we go. I hope so.
Well, thank you all for tuning in to episode number 24 of the Roar Rundown Sports Podcast. This is Chris. This is Jeremiah. Thank you again. Be safe out there, and go Tigers.
Go Tigers.